Okay, hello everyone. Hello. I'm not really ready for this. Am I ready for this? I'm not ready for this. Hello. 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 Let's see what this thing is. Hello. Hello. Lewis Schaffer is here. Lewis Schaffer is here. You are here. Ruben is here. Elite Elixir is here. Lewis Schaffer is here. I'm worried. I'm absolutely worried. I'm in a panic. I'm not even in a panic. I'm just nervous. Are you nervous about the situation in the Middle East? He is, and he says he's nervous. I mean, that's my biggest regret is not making him panic more. That's true. Not make him worried about the future, not make him worried about things to come. Anyway, thank you very much. We got Keith Bexley is here, and beautiful Claire is here, and Daz is here. This is good. It's good that Daz is here, and this is the did you watch the Nunhead thing? Did you listen to the Nunhead radio show? Um, I'm I'm not in a good way. I'm not in a great way. I a good way yesterday. I sold my wine rack, which I found on the street, and I found my scooter, which I found in the bushes. So I made 35 pounds. 35. You need anything that needs selling. 50% goes to you. That's my son, my beautiful, beautiful son. I'm not worried about it. I think we're absolutely fine. We got bigger problems than Iran. I think Iran is not the big problem. I think the big problem is people getting into a panic over Iran. Oil prices going up in a panic because of Iran. Because all the Muslims are joining with Iran, even though they are Shia or whatever. The government have already launched an app to find the cheapest petrol in your area. Have they already done that? And the other thing, I've been watching a few hours, a few hours of historical documentaries on YouTube about the East Germany. East Germany, the radio show was a bit of a car crash. Must try to focus. Yeah, I knew it wasn't that good. I knew it wasn't that good, Kermit. You are right. It wasn't that good. Okay. You're so unique, making 35 pounds from stuff you found. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. That's what Lewis Schaffer has to be. I have to be rich. Anyway, so I'm watching the thing about East Germany. If you want to know what this country is going to be like, if you let the communists take over, this is what they did in East Germany slowly, slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That's what they did at East Germany. Then, boom, it was too late. And also, they had the Russians. They had the Russians right there as their ally. I don't know who Britain's ally is going to be. It's not going to be America, obviously. I don't know who the ally is going to be. It's going to be the Europeans, whatever. I mean, the whole thing was a bit depressing. And then talking about how the Nazis went into West Germany. Thank you. Oh, yes, I see you is here. Beautiful. I see you is here. Um, um, but that's how they took away the stuff from the farmers, and they said to the farmers, "It's you've got a free choice, but if you do not give up your land, we are going to heavily penalize you. So you might as well just give it up." But I think it's all fine. Wait until the U.S. starts pumping out Venezuelan oil. Venezuela now has the biggest oil reserves in the world. And now the U.S. has Iranian oil. I don't know if we have Iranian oil. I don't think. Like we didn't have Iraqi oil. We took over Iraq. We spent trillions or billions. I don't know how much did we spend on Iraqi oil. Um, I don't think we've got Iranian oil. And do we have Venezuelan oil? Who knows what we have? The fact is that people are going against President Trump, and you don't know. Maybe President Trump is bad. Is bad. See, I just said it. This is how they they plant the seed in your head that things are not great over there, and this is how they take over the world. Take over the world. And if you want to know about like what communists think, they always think that they're better than you, that they know more than you and your family, your family. And then I saw one of the videos said people don't focus on the good things that the East Germans did. The good things. And what was the good things? That 97% of the women were working. Like, that's a good thing? Like, you're going to have to work? But that's a good point, Daz. Daz is saying that when, there's enough oil in the world. There's enough oil in America. We've been through this before. This is like a bullshit flashback to 1973 and 1979. I mean, people get worked up over whatchamacallit, over petrol prices. But what was I thinking about the East Germans? East Germans. They just think that they're better than us. The left think that they're better than us. They're so effing smug. And what can you say to somebody who thinks you're better than us? You say, you think you're better than I am, don't you? And they go, yeah. You take a look at these liberal Democrats. They're just. And I was told today that the guy who is the whatever, some liberal Democratic guy got married. He got married to a guy, and he's supporting mass immigration of Muslims into the country. Good luck on you. Good luck on you. Have a nice flight down from the top of the building. Is what's going to happen. Oh, let me take this into the other room. Let have a good flight down. What's going on with our thing here? Let's go see what this is. Smart people know they don't know it all. Exactly. Smart people, and they don't think they can tell you what you should. I'm telling you what you should believe. But because I'm an idiot. Maybe you're right. Maybe communism is the way to go. And then they're trying to find out who was to blame for East Germany collapsing. Why did East Germany collapse? Because it was a communist regime. Communism doesn't work. You could take people's houses. You could take their businesses. But who's gonna provide the new stuff? Where is the new stuff gonna come? So by some left-wing bureaucrat in a big office building thinking he knows what's best, all happy? Do you think Angela, Rayner? Let's wave to Keith Bexley. And Darklands is here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Darklands is here. Claire says it's scaremongering. People driving around finding a garage all in a row like sheep. Reminds me of the scandemic. I don't believe it. Yeah, because they want to fill it. And I've been there and I know. Just take it easy. It's kind of like with the COVID lies. Just take it easy. Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the lies. Yeah, USA have the oil in Iraq. And F the lefty. Well, do they have the oil in Iraq? Is the oil going to America? Is it owned by American oil companies? I don't think so. I don't think it is. Daz. Smart people, this is what Keith Bexley says, and I agree with you. Smart people know they can be idiots. If you're smart, I could be wrong. And that kind of thinking, Keith Bexley, is used by evil people. Evil people use that. Where they will say, this is what scientists do. They will have, yes, I did. I had half a pizza today. Can you hear me? I had a half a pizza today. I'm sorry. But I cut off half of the crust and I put extra cheese on it. Exxon and Chevron got the oil in Iraq. Well, let the money go to America. Fuck, F them. That's what I say. Who owns the oil in Iraq? Let's Google that. That's a good question. I'm not sure I know the answer to this. I know I don't know the answer. Who owns the oil in Iraq? Iraq Ministry of Oil, a state-owned Iraqi national oil company. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is not right. This is not right. Who knows if this is true? And this is the evil people. I had a small pizza Saturday with a protein bar for good measure. I don't believe in protein bars. Stay away from protein bars. What is a protein bar? They take the protein out of soybeans or whatever, wherever this protein like that. There isn't. So here's the thing. Chinese firms are the largest players. The United States may control over Iraq's oil revenue. Income is deposited in the Internet Development Fund for Iraq, held at the Federal Reserve Bank, protecting it from claims, in effect giving the U.S. oversight, nationalization, market share. China buys 35% of the Iraqis' total oil exports. So there you go. Who knew this? I don't see America being that involved, except that the money goes into an American thing. I don't know what it means. Maltese Phil says, I used to have a protein bar for breakfast. Now I have a full fat Greek yogurt. Yes, I have beef. I have beef and eggs. Maltese Phil. Try beef and eggs, maybe bacon with butter. The capitalists got the Iraq oil. The lefties have the wind turbines. That's, who knows? Is there such a thing as capitalists? They're all the same. They're all the same. And who said, as Iraq? What, because Saddam Hussein lives there, we should give him the money? Oh, he's dead. Okay, how got onto Iraq, not Iran? Because Daz mentioned it. So I was just finding out the information here. Paul Yoward. I heard granola was bad for you. I was shocked. Yes, it is bad. It's oats. Oats is bad, and nuts are bad. Stay away. Though I did have some cashews this morning. Windy mid, that's good. That's good. I mean, windmills don't work anymore. The best thing is oil. Because you know what it is? They called it fossil fuel. It's not fossil fuel. It's not. Oil doesn't come from dead dinosaurs or even plants. It's in the world. Is there? Does Malta have a national dish for? What is that? Halliburton got the Iraqi oil. I don't. You know what? We'll have to find out what it is. The fact is, America spent billions. You should have just given it to us. Are we doing it because of the oil? That's boring. Boring. Oil, boring. That's not, it's like blaming the Jews. It's like one of those things you just say, oh, it's all about the oil. It's all about the oil. It's all about the oil. Ron Smith had nuts this morning, too. So there you go. Did you have cashews? I had a thing of cashews. 50 grams of cashews. Because, I don't know, I went out without having my breakfast. Widow soup, really boring. Vegetable soup. Horse, rabbit, snails are popular. Yes, I had rabbit when I was there. It's a small country, there's not much room there. Phil says, I love capers. What capers is a plant? What exactly is a caper? Let me see what capers is. What is a caper? What is a caper? It's just small, pickled, unripened flower buds. They're flower buds. You should never eat flower buds. Pungent, salty, and savory ingredient. They are picked by hand, dried, and preserved in brine and vinegar to add a tangy thing. A caper bush profile, frequently paired. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a plant known for its edible flower buds. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it. Is it toxic? Let's see what it says. Anything about toxic. 5% carbohydrates, 2% protein, so it's nothing. Preserved capers are high in sodium, not the salt added to the brine. I mean, I'm against this. I'm against this. Who is against eating capers? Oil is from diatoms, but is fully mineral, just like limestone from mullock shells is a stone, not a fossil. Oil is from diatoms. No, it is not. It is not. It is not. You want to believe that stuff. It's not from diatoms. I have a list because I got a loose tooth there. I'm gonna have to go to the dent. I'm gonna go to the dent. I got a loose tooth. Is it annoying? It's annoying for me. I'm trying not to. It's just if I talk the wrong way, it bounces up against the tooth. But yeah, it sounds like yes. I've been there. I spent a week in Malta. Good food, and not super expensive. If I don't remember it being that expensive. I had some prawns the other day. What sauce do you recommend with prawns? Why do you need sauce? Sauces, you do not need sauce. And prawns, I think, are one of the, like chicken of the sea. I don't know whether it doesn't have a lot of inside stuff. Oil is not from Velikovsky. Oil is you know what? They say that Titan, one of the moons of Saturn, is like 60% oil. There's more oil on that moon. On that moon. Hey, good to see you. How are you feeling? Are you returning it? Where are you going? How does your arm feel?
That's funny. Like,
hold on, we're talking to my son. You want to come here and say hello?
It's funny. Like I was.
Talk loudly.
I'm not talking for them.
I know you're not, but you're talking for me. I can't hear you.
It's funny. I woke up like I was up all night, but then I just like took a nap just now. But I woke up and I saw that your door was like not open. I was like, every time like I see your door's not open, like you're just in your room, I always think, has he died?
Is that
you're at that age, Dad?
I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You mean I would give it?
I would. Columbus has Dad been awake today? Have you seen him?
No, I've been sleeping later and later. I've been sleeping till about 12:30.
Stop napping, Dad.
I'm not napping.
That's cool. On air.
Yeah, on air. Yeah.
Where did you get that?
One of my many fans gave this on air.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes.
Do you have another one that says live, like an LED light?
Yeah, something that goes on. I mean, it's a bit irritating. I mean, I think your sleeping pattern is not that good.
It's allowed.
It is a lot because you're in pain.
At least I'm in pain, and at least I'm sleeping.
Are you still in pain?
Yeah.
And what happened to your pooing problem?
Look at this. Oh, my pooing problem is sorted. I had constipation. Oh my god.
My son has constipation.
Look how like big my left hand is.
Oh yeah. Well, also be careful. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Did that just happen?
I don't know where that came from. I think the swelling has made it like that. My hand hurts to like.
Did they tell you what exercises to do with a broken bone like that?
Yeah. Should be fine. Enjoy your show.
Okay. How is your room coming? How is your room coming?
Come.
Is it cleaner?
Come.
I'm going to go look at my son to see if he cleaned his room. Would you just hold on a second? My teeth are falling out, Daz.
I was going to mop and hoover, but... Looks better.
Oh, looks better. Looks a lot better.
Oh, I need to have a laundry. I put my shit.
Let me see. Let's put that on.
Yes, I'm gonna. I said I was gonna.
Let me have one of batteries.
Yeah, I reuse some of them sometimes.
Big fella. Good start. Good start.
Yeah.
And you feel better that you did that. Yes, you did.
Yes. Dad, I know.
I know.
I know. I never said I don't know. It's just starting the thing. I have ADHD.
You don't have ADHD.
I do have ADHD.
Who told you have ADHD?
Everyone I've ever known ever.
No one told you.
I'm not using it as an excuse. It's really hard to start things.
And just pick.
I know.
Yes, I know. Okay, all right.
You're doing a show. I can't over.
All right, I'll see you later. Okay, that's a big round of applause for my son. He doesn't want to be on the air this time. That's Carnegie. That's a good-looking one. Is anyone watching Minder? No. Lewis, we're doing a show here. Thank you, Keith. We're doing a show. I know I got to be reminded. I forget there's nobody here. I just think I also don't want to be, I don't want to have to like live my life around this. Oh my God, it's work. I got to stay here. I can't get up. I mean, I've got a short attention span. I have ADHD too, basically. Mix equal parts mayo and tomato ketchup and get Marie Rose sauce. That's not called Marie. Is that what it's called down there? Is Marie Rose sauce? Basically, he broke his arm. He had a thing. It was a huge gap, and he had a metal pin in his thing. It's due to bad parenting. Yeah, I would say I was not the best parent for my second son. I was a good parent for the first one for a while. I was too good a parent. I was a bad husband, but I was a really good parent. That sounds like Lewis has been watching naughty movies. No, I just have my door closed. I don't interrupt people in their rooms or their spaces. Whatever. Remember, a comedian talking about the benefits, Ron Smith says, of having an old day. Have you cleaned up your room? Yes. Do you want to come up and check? Laugh out loud. Yeah, because he would be happier to have a cleaner space. But I've also been told, I think Claire said, didn't you say, that all kids are messy up until the time they're 25 years old or something. Pucker pies. These are things I had too with gravy, says Paul Yoward. Pucker pies. There's pucker pies. Pucker pies. We're not respected, Keith. No other comedians just walk off stage like this. Yeah, because basically. Yes. It's not that I don't. Yes. I don't. I don't even know what it means. Doesn't mean that I don't respect you. I don't want to be stuck to this chair. I don't want to be stuck here. You don't want somebody stuck here to this chair. What's happened over here? Has this moved over here? Come on, let's hear the whistle you used to call your kids in the park. Yes. Like that. I used to whistle like that. 3 means just show your face. 2 means just show your face. 1 means three whistles like that means come back. It's time to go. So, like, let's say they were in the woods and I haven't seen them in a little bit. You know. Keith Bexley just ate half a big pie. What do they call mayonnaise and ketchup? I used to have that as a kid. It was like French dressing. What did they call that in America? Let me check and see what that is called. Is mayo and ketchup sauce name. Fry sauce, Marie Rose sauce. I never heard that. Saucy pink sauce. What are the names? French sauce, burger sauce. Could be called burger sauce. We never called it that. Saucy sauce. Fry sauce, mayo sauce. Marie Rose sauce is a British condiment, often made from a blend of tomatoes, mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, and black pepper. A simple version: tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. By Fanny Craddock. Yeah, I mean that would be called like cocktail sauce, but that's not. I'm trying to remember when I had that sauce. I don't have it anymore because mayonnaise is bad. Yes, Lewis, it was me who said that. My daughter was terrible for leaving clothes on the floor until I stopped washing them, and she had nothing to wear. She soon started to put her clothes in the washing basket. Yes, thank you very much, and I'm just hoping. I'm hoping he gets clean. I've gotten a bit cleaner. I've got to get moving with my life. What does Lucy Van Pelt says? She calls it mayo thoth. Mayo thoth. Mayo thoth. Is that like a joke, or is that just sounds funny? Mayo thoth with a th. In an episode of Minder the other day, they had a younger Billy Connolly. Well, anything in the past is a younger. Well, not a younger Billy Connolly. You'd have to get the original Billy Connolly to do it. Often ketchup and salad cream. Salad cream is yuck. I don't even know what it is. It is like just yuck. And even mayonnaise. I can't even eat mayonnaise anymore. I can't even eat mayonnaise because mayonnaise is like is toxic seed oils. It's high in omega 6. Do I sound horrible to my thing? Maybe I had a stroke or something. Maybe that's what it is. Larry David used to just walk off saying, "You don't deserve me." Yeah, it's a funny thing to say. It's a funny thing to say. Well, Keith Bexley, who is obviously very English, says all you need is vinegar. Maybe that's right. That maybe that's all you need. You know what? If you don't cook the meat, you don't need any sauce with it. If you don't have any carbs, you don't need any sauce with it. You don't need sauce with raw meat. I believe that. You don't need. Was I good? Let me ask you a question, people. Did I seem like a nice guy with my son? Did I seem like a good parent with my son? You know, put this over here like that. Did I seem like a good guy? Because I want you to think I'm a good guy. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want people to think, oh, he's a. I want you to think he's a lovely, lovely dad. Minder has Ray Winston in an episode with Steve McFadden. Who, Ron Smith, is Steve McFadden? I do like salad cream with potatoes, but yeah, what the hell is salad cream anyway? It's a cheap version of mayo. That's what salad cream is. It's for people who can't even afford mayo, and mayo is like such a horrible food. I used to love mayo. I don't love it anymore. If I could find mayo that's made with beef fat, is that possible to find? I was always tidy. I did have a girlfriend who had a Persian rug, and she had just stuffed everything under and a potted plant without a pot, just so the soil was like a desert island in the room. Well, British women are not quite as clean as they used to be. Are you getting cleaner, British women? I've gone out with a lot of piggy British women, and Reuben will come round and pull that tooth for you. Will he do that? Or maybe Vat and I could do it. Should I try to pull it, do you think? Because will the teeth ever go back to being the way it was? That's the question that I have. It's a bit shaky now. Can you see that? But will it ever firm up in place? Apparently, Marks and Spencer is doing a really basic mayo. Just oil and eggs and maybe some. Well, what kind of oil, Maltese, Phil? That's what I'm getting. You sound like Bonnie Langford in Just William. What is Bonnie Langford in Just William? I've gotten a letter regarding yesterday, whatever I that song that I played on there on YouTube. They sent me a letter. I guess they send a letter automatically. Sadly, no. Your tooth will remain wobbly forever, says Elite. So should I just pull it out, or should I try to pull it out and just have it? It's the one there. Can you do that? And I left the teeth in here, and can you see all the fillings I have? Can you see that? My Dr. Joseph Kafer. What a scam artist. Marks and Spencer's mayo is olive oil. Okay, well that's a bit better. Olive oil is better than yes, it is better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Bonnie Langford or Bonnie Blue? Who is Bonnie Langford? I know Bonnie Blue is. Second comment didn't go through. Oh, why didn't it go through? I've got it on live chat. What did Lucy write that didn't go through? Mayo thought. Oh, there it is. You said hi, Claire. Did you write something else? Beautiful Lucy. So I'd advise letting it fall out naturally. Laugh out loud. Why is that funny? It can fall out naturally, as opposed to pulling it. You're probably right. If I pull it, it might rip the flesh or something. There is a snobbery about salad cream, but it's nice. And Jeremy Hardy used to love scandalizing middle-class people, asking for salad cream. So salad cream is like for poor people. And middle-class people did not use salad cream. Is that what you're saying, Paul Yoward? Reform loves Bonnie Blue, but can't stand Tommy Robinson. Why is that? Why is that? I mean, I find her situation really sad. really. I mean, why do I find it sad? I mean, people should be allowed to do what they want to do, whatever. Yeah, pulling it can create potential for infection and perhaps damage other teeth. Okay, all right. I mean, I've had teeth pulled because I had my wisdom teeth out. I think if you eat meat, you don't need to worry about having it. Your teeth will be good. You don't need your wisdom teeth pulled out. You only need your wisdom teeth pulled out if you're not using your teeth. I eat red raw meat. But thank you very much. Ron Smith talks about Bonnie. Bonnie, who's Bonnie Langford? I don't know who that is. Are you sure the tooth is loose and you need to eat? You need to eat by pushing with a pencil. Is loose. Are you sure the tooth is loose? I'm not going to read it. You don't have the punctuation in there. It's one long running sentence. Paul. Tommy Robinson wouldn't touch her with someone else's. The dentist can glue it down, I think. Is that true, Army? Maybe I should Google that, Army. Let me Google that. Army of M says this. We'll go back up here. Can a dentist glue down a loose tooth? Okay. Can glue in black and white is usually through a process called splinting. It involves using a strong specialized resin and sometimes a thin wire or fiber ribbon to attach stable teeth, allowing the ligament to heal and the tooth to tighten. Splinting, yeah. If I have an advantage, not if I've got, I don't think I've got gum disease. I don't think I do. I had really bad teeth, but since I started to eat an all meat diet, the sooner, yeah. So I'm going to have to. Okay, well, that's a good answer. Thank you very much for that answer. Can you make mayonnaise with beef dripping? That's another question. Let's look up this. We are learning something. That's what this show is all about. Can you make mayonnaise with beef dripping? Yes, it says yes, Lucy. You can make mayonnaise with beef dripping, resulting in. Hold on, let's see if you can read this thing. Let's go back up to here. To prevent it from being too waxy, it is often blended with liquid oil, avocado, kept at room temperature, while emulsifying. What does the word emulsifying mean? Emulsifying. To make or become an emulsion. What is an emulsion? What does actually mean? It says mayonnaise is oil and water and egg components. Egg components are it's emulsifier. Egg contributes to emulsification. Stable. It doesn't say yet. The definition. Thank you very much for this, Lucy. It doesn't say. Process of mixing two liquids that normally do not combine, such as oil and water, to form a stable, homogeneous mix. Okay, we're learning something today. This is the best show we've ever had. Thank you, Lucy, for that. Thank you. I'm going to write down to I'm going to write down to Army to go get tooth looked at for splinting. Okay. Are you sure your tooth is loose? Okay. So let's get back on track. I've lost the stream here. Cavities start at the root, not at the top. Brushing your teeth does not prevent cavities. I'm going to sound like Lewis now, but cutting out carbs does. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Rusty. See, that's amazing, Rusty. Cavities, exactly. They don't start. You can't brush away. If you have cavities are like heart disease. That's why they're related, because they're both heart disease and cavities are caused by a high carb diet. Emulsifies when you mix stuff, says Maltese Phil, to become something else. Emulsion comes from crown paints. It's called an emulsion. An emulsion. I don't get why a loose back tooth is giving you a lisp. Ruben, get round that with your pliers. No pliers. I might enjoy the attention, though. When I had my tooth pulled out, Rusty Brown said, the lady who did it was attractive and had a lavender scented perfume. It was a pleasant experience, yes. There, I got a nice thumbs up from Army of M. There you go. Thank you, Army of M. Lucy says, Lewis, would you sort out the problem with your DMs? What is you mean my DMs on Twitter? Where are my DMs? What DMs are you talking about, Lucy? Because I have some kind of problem with my Twitter. Because I wanted, I don't know. Because I don't know. Because I don't know. Maybe I should. Well, what DMs are you talking about, Lucy? I got dentist on Thursday and Friday in Basildon. You got an abscess. An abscess. Well, because you're on a high carb diet, Janet. You got to get off the carbs. Calliope is here. Beautiful, beautiful Calliope. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lewis Dahl. Oh, I love when you call me that. I love that. I love the love. I love the love. Even the fake love. I love fake love. I'd rather have fake love than real animosity. Is anybody going to Comedy Unleashed tomorrow in Bethnal Green? I might go. You know, just to hang out and see the people. I got to get out of the house more. So if I go there, we won't have a late show tomorrow. I'll have to see. We'll have a late show tonight. Rusty, don't encourage me. How am I delusional? Rusty agrees with me. You need to lower your carbs. And you need to stop brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth is bad for the gums, I think. I don't think that's extremely true. That's entirely true, says Rusty Brown Donut. Says Kermit, I saw my x-rays from the last 4 years, and I can see cavity forming from the outside in. But it's not really on the outside in. It seems like it's the outside in. I think I've lost the thing. I've had 2 teeth pulled out, one after the other, horrendous. We just have to have Bonnie Lamford play the annoying child in Just William in the late 70s. She used to say, I'll scream and scream until I'm thick. I'm thick. I mean, like sick. I'll scream and scream. Okay. Bonnie Langford. Is she still alive today? Everybody hears the news. Rockstar. Everyone, Rockstar servers are currently down, including Red Dead Online. That's what Kermit says for you people out there. Come to Malta. You could have a week in a 3-star hotel and get your teeth done for about the same cost as getting teeth done in the UK, probably. I'm thinking about going there. I'm thinking about it. I'm afraid to leave the house. I've got so much stuff. I'm just afraid to leave. I'm getting agoraphobic. I'm afraid to leave for a week. You can use, okay, Lucy, you can use beef tallow. You can. And it would taste, beef tallow like basically has no flavor at all. I put it in my, I cook everything in beef tallow. Cavities start at the root, not at the top. Brushing your teeth does not prevent. Okay, let's get back on track. I'm sorry. If I skip anybody, write it again. Shortell is here. Shortell is here. I was never told I had 4 teeth that were never replaced. I had milk teeth in premolar position that were filled over and over, but had almost no root. I had them till 34. Okay, interesting. I don't even understand what you mean by that. So you had teeth. Did anything grow? Did they ever fall out? Not based on my tooth, as roots were black as coal. And at the top, the damage, this is what Rusty says, the damage was barely noticeable. And the tooth was sitting on a blood vessel that led to my brain. If that nerve got infected, I could have had a stroke. Yeah, well, it goes to your brain. It could go to your brain. I think brushing is bad for the gums too. Yeah, that's what I just said. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. Bad for the gums. Don't eat carbs. And I had half of a pizza, it was basically a pizza slice. I put extra cheese on it. I put a lot of extra cheese. It had pepperoni, but it's not anyway. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Claire says hello to Shortell, and Janet is right there. So it's all there. And there's Calliope. I need to go to the dentist with all this talk. I love going to the dentist. A lot of people do. It's I cause too much problems because I act like I know what I'm talking about. And people don't like me. I give people a hard time. I look like I should be a great guy. But I'm really bad with these things because I just think that I'm a know-it-all. I can't believe you need to make a note to get a tooth looked at. Not like a list, but it doesn't. I don't spend all day talking. I'm locked in my room here. You're the only person I talk to, Kermit. And I don't know. Maybe I've had a stroke or something. The worst thing for your gums is tartar, which causes bacteria and gum disease, says Alex. Or it's the other way around. When you have high carb, that's when the tartar grows. Tartar is an association with carbs. I had tartar and then I got it cleaned and it went away, and a bit is coming back right now. A bit. I've got to go to the dentist. I'm gonna make a thing. Dentist, you're all right. Dentist. I'm sorry you have to listen to me talk like this. I'm sorry. But I disagree with you, Alex. Make a case and tell me why I'm wrong. Oh my God, all this tooth talk. Well, because I don't know why it's not included on the NHS tooth talk. But you want to learn about, they had free health care in East Germany too. If you have a tooth pulled, you have 2 options. A dental implant, you can wear what looks like a retainer and with a fake tooth added to it. If it was in the back, so yours is in the back, I don't need to bother. Yeah. Well, I got my tooth pulled I had a tooth, I had a teeth here and a tooth here at King's College Hospital. Twitter DMs. You have also sent messages that disappear for 5 minutes. I thought I've been trying to delete it. Did that for a second. Also, notifications aren't working. Well, why? How do you know about this, Lucy? Because I thought I had reset it. I thought I had reset the Twitter thing. Do you see the messages that I send you? I just think you don't want to hear from me. I've had problems with my thing here. I don't know. Maybe there's a state of war against. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Let me. I don't even have my phone. Oh, there's my phone over here, and I'll put a star onto this. Check Twitter. I check every single day. Every single day. Check Twitter. Well, I'm glad you communicated with me because I was thinking that people didn't want to talk to me. That's what I was thinking. Check the audio. Is something the matter with the audio here? Um, I used to have a lisp and had to undergo speech therapy. Mouth exercises daily for weeks. Yeah, you should. I went to speech therapy to get rid of my New York accent, and now I don't have a New York accent anymore. I used to have a stutter, says Rusty Brown. I still do, but I quote unquote cured it by extending my vocabulary, then using different words that I can say to replace the ones that I don't want to come out. That's one way of of dealing with a stutter. Or get rid of the carbs. Maybe it's the carbs. Claire says Chartel, she hates hearing about teeth stuff. Yeah, because all this drilling. Why is there so much drilling? Because of the high carb, horrible diet. I stutter too, says Scott. For mental reasons. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, most stuttering is mental. So let's work on our mental things. I'm going to work soon. I hope I can be with you for the later show. Fingers crossed. And we are not busy. Well, I hope to see you again, Vatana. You know what my feelings for you are. Get a HC2 form. You can get free teeth cleaning. What is an HC2? I'm not happy with you having those kind of drinks.
So,
What did you have for your tea?
sandwich.
I'm not happy with that. Ruben posted his teeth on Discord. I'll have to look on. I'll put a sign here. Discord. Teeth. I should be more involved in Discord. Lewis has totally no accent. Thank you. You're making a joke. It mainly happens when I'm vexed. Vexed, super tired, or nervous. Things like that nowadays. You got me an ice cream. What did you get me? Oh, that is really nice. See what lovely children I have. You can never accuse me of being a bad parent. Can you accuse me of being?
Stop it. I'm fucking throw something at you. Stop it. You're not good enough.
I am good. I am good. I am good. The last thing you need is ice cream, but it's only 98 calories, right? 98 calories, and it's not much sugar either. It's like 20, whatever it is. But you are right. I've got to basically control myself, and I am. By me starting the day with 1/3 of a small pizza is a help. It keeps my mind off of having more carbs. If I sit there and I don't have carbs and I don't have carbs, and then it just builds up. I'm a good crying. You know who taught me how to cry? Did I ever tell you who taught me? No, it's not. It's a Solero ice cream. It's an Oreo ice cream. Oh, is this from is this what I sound like? I sound like this way, Lucy. I haven't had an Oreo ice cream in a while. It's too expensive. It's £2.30. Did you say tea instead of dinner? You are definitely integrated. Well, I've been here for 26 years. I've been here for 26 years.
Why are you Lesbian?
What? Why am I? Because my tooth is loose, or maybe I've had a stroke or something. Let's hope I haven't had a stroke. Have some legumes instead of carbs. Why? Well, legumes are relatively high in carbs, but why are legumes? I learned my acting skills from this child's mother. This child's mother made me cry. Oh my God, I was crying like just all the time. Did you notice that I was crying? No, they didn't notice. They didn't notice because you shouldn't burden your children that way. I love McDonald's chips dipped in their ice cream. I love McDonald's chips dipped in their ice cream. Yum. I mean, like French fries, McDonald's fries and ice cream. I guess you could have that. You could have that raw meat after your teeth. No, I don't think it did. This tooth has always been. No, my teeth are better now than they were 5 years ago. They have fiber and protein, says Calliope. Legumes is not good. Don't be worried about Carnegie. Carnegie does not. He's not in bad shape. He was in bad shape the other day, but he's not today. He's good, right? He's good. Yes, fries dipped in ice cream. Well, maybe everything dipped in ice cream is good. Well, what is ice cream? It's a sugar milky sauce. You could put vanilla ice cream on beef, and it would make it taste good. But you don't need to if it's raw. If it's raw. Beans are legumes. Beans are poor people's food. When you don't have any meat, you eat beans. So that's what I say about that. I'm going out on a limb. Don't hate me. Vatanai says he's not 100%. What is the question to Vatanai? Well, we hope to see you. Janet is here. Had a scrote. What is a scrote? Let me look what a scrote is. Anybody want to tell me what a scrote is? Scrote. An obnoxious, contemptible person. The little scrote should be put in prison. What is a scrote? Oh, I see where it's from. Okay. Beans. Beans are legumes. No. Legumes are good for you. They're not good. Lectins. Let's just make sure I know what I'm talking about here. Are beans high in lectins? And the answer is yes, very high in lectins, particularly kidney beans, which contain high levels of phytohemagglutinin. However, properly cooking beans, soaking and boiling, making them safe and nutritious. Raw, undercooked beans can cause digestive issues. Why do I have to tell you this? Okay, thank you. I know you don't have to. Chartel. I know that. In the States, we like Wendy's Frosty, and chips for dipping. I never even heard of that. Is that an American thing? Not where I came from in New York. Thank you. A stroke with a lisp is a scrote. Is that true? I don't think that is. I love a dookie and mung beans. No, you don't. You love the stuff. If you're starving, you'll have beans, but it's not real food. It's not meat. Oh, I see. It's what you said. Maybe I had a stroke. A stroke. Some lectins are good for you. No, they are not good for you. Google lectins and whatchamacallit, and Parkinson's disease. I think we spoke about that one of the first shows. Beans are good for you. I know, Calliope. Everybody always says that. I'm not having any beans, but a very small amount of raw kidney beans can kill you because of their particular lectin if they're uncooked. 5 uncooked kidney beans. And Army goes, everything I say is true. I don't even say that. I pretty much believe that. But then if you say to me, that's not true, I'll go, okay, maybe it isn't true. But I know that beans, good for your heart the more you eat. And you like black beans. I like Japanese black. I like it too, but it's not real food. What is a mung bean? And fries dipped in ice cream. I think I'll pass on dinner at Chartel's, says Kermit. It doesn't sound that good. Do you understand the word some, Lewis? I think, do all beans... Let's Google that. I'm going to Google that. I'm sorry I'm disagreeing with you. Do all beans have lectins? And the answer is yes. All according to, can you see this? Can you see this, Lucy? However, lectins are significantly reduced through proper cooking. Proper cooking. What does that mean, proper cooking? What God wrote in a book about proper cooking? God created proper cooking? We figured it out over the years. We haven't been cooking forever. We've only been cooking for 300,000 years or something, supposedly. I don't even know if that's true. I have a guilty pleasure for avocado, as it's vegan food, but it tastes like eggs. Yeah, because it's oily and it tastes delicious, and I like it with balsamic vinegar on it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Rusty. It's delicious, but does that make it good for you? I'm not sure. And there you go. Now we're just shouting out things that we like. Shouting out things that we like. Chartel's screaming, I love scampi. Yum. I tried so hard to enjoy avocado. Still can't stomach it. I can, but it's an environmentally disaster of a food. It needs so much water to be produced. It comes all the way from Mexico. It's not edible. I mean, it is edible, but it's not. If you're starving, a lot of this food is good food if you're starving. It's like, I had some I said some lectins are good for you. What are some lectins good for you? Okay, I'll look at that. Sorry, you're right. You're right. I apologize. Don't hate me, Lucy, please. Let's just see what it says. Are some lectins good for you? Let's see what it says. Are not inherently bad. In fact, nutrient-dense plant-based food that contain them, such as bean, lentils, whole grains, and nuts, are widely considered highly healthy. While lectins can be toxic, you can get rid of them, but it says it does not say that lectins are good for you. And then it says that the controversy is that lectins must be removed from your diet. According to they say that's not true, says the Mayo Clinic, which is the Team World medical establishment. So what are you saying? And Zoe is not against them. Foods because certain foods are good, but lectins are bad. Which, if those foods have lectins, you're going to have to defend this. I made spaghetti with meat sauce tonight. That's one of my favorite foods. It does not say that lectins are good for you. It says that some foods that have lectins are considered good for you, which means that those foods are not really good because they have lectins. I don't buy avocados anymore, not environmentally friendly. There you go. I agree with you. Janet says, I love Lewis. There you go. Shout it out, Janet. I love you, Janet. I love you for saying that, Janet. I'm going to say it again. You are beautiful, 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 and I love you, Janet. I always get a bag of frozen ribeye steaks. I do them in a frying pan on high heat with oil, 2 minutes aside, but have to cut up very small like a toddler. I'm afraid of choking. Yeah, but we all have our issues. We all have our issues. How much are they a pound? Where do you get frozen ribeye steaks from? I mean, we are always eating frozen food because it comes to Sainsbury's frozen, doesn't it? Love a good chowder. Chartel is correct. Listen to Chartel. What is Chartel saying? Don't buy avocados. Calico. Yum, nice. I had a cod and parsley cod cake, Tesco's finest. I've eaten those too, but they're a bit high in carbs too. With Domino stir-in, pasta, and salad. A Domino stir-in. What's a Domino stir-in pasta? Anyway, well, if you lived near me, I'd invite you over. And you know what, Calico? I would come over. And I think I would try to be as lovely as possible. I would try to be. I would try to be. Darklands comes in and says something. Everyone, beautiful, beautiful Darklands here. This is like an all-girl show. If we're listening to all the advice about food, we would starve. No, you wouldn't starve. You wouldn't starve, but you would save beans for when you need them. You'd save avocado for when you need them. In the meantime, you can go get brisket, 10 pounds a kilo. That's 5 pounds, 5 pounds sterling a pound, an imperial pound. So, and if you have, let's say you have, so if you have one, basically, you could eat enough meat for about $2, 2 pounds a day. I get them from Farm Foods. I think it's around 10 to 15 pounds for 1 kilogram of them from Farm Foods. You're up. Where are you up? I don't think there's Farm Foods down here in London. I'm writing it down. Farm Foods. But that's reasonable, 10 to 15 pounds. I have matcha in the morning. Also protein and collagen drink. Looking into filtered coffee shot. Yeah, I mean, what kind of protein? You don't, ground up plant protein I don't have it. Lectins can be antimicrobial, boost immunity, stimulate digestion, and may have anti-tumor activity. They can be, but they're also that's like saying that bleach could do that. That bleach can do that. Okay? I mean, lots of things. What does that boost immunity? Antimicrobial. It's killing microbe, which is gut microbe. What does it mean? What do those things mean? You know what, Lucy? I disagree. I think those are bullshit terms. Boosting immunity. There's no immunity. There's no immunity. There's only healthy people and not healthy people. You live in Chester. Okay, that's up north. That's up north. If you go to a farmer, buy half a cow, it's cheaper. It's only cheaper if you got a place to put it, like a big refrigerator or something, and get him to cut it up yourself. That's how much is half a cow? How much would half a cow cost? About £1,000, possibly. How much would that cost? Calliope agrees with you, Lucy. Okay, let's gang up on Lewis. Let's gang up on Lewis. What does that mean, antimicrobial? Why do you need antimicrobes in your stomach? You do not need microbes. What is to stimulate digestion? It's toxic, which makes you want to it doesn't stimulate. Digestion just happens the way it is. Early days, Chartel. With what? Looking into filtered coffee shop. What you need to do is you just need to eat simple food. Beef, eggs, and cheese, and maybe a little bit of milk, and some fish occasionally, and maybe some internal organs of a cow, or a sheep, or a goat, or whatever it is, or a lamb. Everyone should be stocking up on supplies, emergency cupboards full of dehydrated food, tin stuff. World War II is already broken out. The whole supply system is going to start breaking down. You know what? You're probably right, Ruben. I know you. I don't know if you're making a joke about it. But you might be right. You absolutely might be right. The World War II. Everybody like the stream. Like the stream. Share the stream. Subscribe to the stream. Get in there. How many people have liked the stream? How many people? How many people have liked the stream? Let me just see how many people have liked the stream. Hold on a second. Yeah, come on, like the stream, everybody. I've been on window capture the entire time. You can remind me. You can remind me, hey, you're on window capture. We've got how many people like this thing? Um, Ruben, apparently there's only 2 days gas supply left. There tends to be very little gas supply in the country. Gas supply in the country. I'm being serious. Petrol first, oil and gas, all affects distribution capabilities. Yeah, yeah, it could happen. It could happen. There's no reason why it needed to happen, but everybody got all upset because they wanted chaos to break out. They want disintegration, the left. They are my enemies. I do not like them. I remember the crazy days of COVID and everyone stocked up on loo rolls. That's true, Darklands. Do you know why there was a loo roll sausage? Because the distribution between home loo rolls and factory and office space loo rolls were two totally different things. The loo rolls they sent to factory toilets and offices, had 100, 200, huge crates of this, while the ones that were being sent to the department, people got in a panic over it. They got a panic. I remember you do remember the crazy days. Yeah, I agree, Ruben. I genuinely been stocking up on pork and beans for a while, says Keith Bexley. Yeah. Lucy's waving hello to Chartel. Darklands, I got in trouble in Asda with COVID loo rolls. They called the police on me, says Chartel. I bought 72 units in a row. I was buying for me and my dad. Yeah, that's how you can get a shortage. I eat every day, Lewis, but my son says I need more. I need more protein. Well, do you eat them every day? And what else are you eating? What else are you eating, Janet? Just eat eggs and beef. And I eat 5 eggs to 8 eggs a day, generally speaking. Do I not? I do. I do. Does everyone forget the toilet paper shortages? Yes. They were producing more than ever. They just couldn't get them to the shelves quick enough. People should have only bought what they needed. Yes, that's how panic happens. How panic happens. Keith Bexley, who's number one, says, I could use a roll per job, to be honest. Well, if you're eating carbs, if you're eating plants, you need to ship more, which means you need to wipe your bottom more. If you're eating an only meat diet, you don't have to wipe your bottom as much. You need to buy some hens. Who are you talking about? Me? I'd like you girls to be my hens. My dad had ulcerative colitis, and I have IBD, so I needed them. Well, if your dad has colitis, remember colitis, itis means irritation. Irritation causes inflammation. Inflammation is a disease. What causes itises? Eating the wrong food. So you want to help your IBD? Okay? Chartel, stop eating carbs. I eat between 5 to 8 eggs a day. Do I not? Producer. Where is he? Do I eat 5 to 8 eggs a day?
Keep track of what you do.
My son doesn't keep track because he doesn't love me. The other one loves me. My dad's dead now, Lewis. Yeah, was that a joke or is that sad? That's sad. And what kills people? Carbs kill people. All governments should have 6 months reserves of gas and oil. But of course they don't. I've heard we only have 48 hours reserve supply, which is 2 days. So no police cars patrolling, no ambulance, fire engines. Civil chaos. Well, keep it down. Keep it down. Everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. And you know what? We've got the absolute worst government for any kind of chaos situation. Keir Starmer, he's going to deal with chaos. It's horrible. My literal fear of prison is the lack of toilet paper. I don't smoke, so maybe I could trade my cigarette privileges in exchange for my TP. Yeah, probably. Chartel, I eat 3 eggs daily. Yes, go for it. Go for it. Ulcerative colitis. Is that what I'm sounding like now? Colitis was going to be Lewis's third child's name. Would you mind it being called colitis? Thank you, Kermit. That made me laugh. I don't understand. What is that, a frog face? What is that? What do these symbols mean, Lucy? Kermit got a big laugh on that. Calliope gives Kermit's laughing a tilted laughing face. Vestinor is here. Hi, it's me again. How you all doing? I like the stream. I'm going to eat an Angus beef burger and then head out to country music practice for 3 shows at Easter. I'm singing 2 of my own songs. Okay, well, you go for it. You go. Oh, the frog emoji. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you for explaining that. I didn't understand that. I'm not smart enough, Lucy. I can understand people wondering, what the hell is Lewis talking about? I don't really understand. Don't eat the bun. Don't eat the bun. Angus beef. Eat 2 Angus beef burgers. Remember that a hamburger has between 6 ounces of beef. 6 ounces of beef is 150 grams. It's not half a pound. You are starting to sound like Adam Sandler, who is famous for playing characters with speech impediments. I'm going to go and call up my dentist tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to call up my dentist tomorrow. Maybe everyone should have their own emoji here. I guess so, yeah. I'm afraid what mine would be. What is your emoji, Lucy? I've not had wheat for 2 days. Well, that is brilliant. That is really, really brilliant. Wheat is one of the worst foods you can have. Do you know that there's more genes in wheat than there is in the human body? Like way more, whatever it is. I don't know if genes is the right word. So a round of applause for not having wheat. Calliope is saying hello to you, and Chartel is giving you a wave and a heart and a rose. The Lewis emoji, is that what is the Lewis emoji? What exactly is that? Is that I'm covering my face, Ruben, or are those my teeth? I can't tell what that emoji is. What do you mean by that emoji? I don't know what emoji that is. Should we what do you think, producer? Should we prepare?
Stop, Dad. I'm not. Just leave me alone.
He wants to be left alone. He wants to be left alone. I'll ask you people. What do you say, Ruben and Chartel and Calliope and Vestinor and Lucy and Rusty? Should we prepare for the coming chaos? I think we might have to prepare for it because it could be right around. You know what I saw in my East German videos, that the 1953 rebellion in East Germany, where hundreds of thousands of people demonstrated, but they were called Nazis and they were suppressed, and some were killed, and then the communist regime went on for another almost 50 years. 50 years, like 47 years of what's going to happen with Iran? I don't know. No one's asking this question, but that just went into my head. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? They have to keep on fighting because their people are going to kill them, or we're going to kill them. You know? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I mean, it's an interesting point. Keith says hi, producer. Keith Bexley. Oh, what? Okay, the thing lagged here. I logged out 15 minutes ago, came back on, and the subject. Okay. What happened to the stream? The stream suddenly, the stream like stopped. Yeah, fear the worst. Trump has got too much invested now. I think the USA will have to put boots on the ground soon. We've got to do something. I don't know what we got to do. I don't know. I think they expected the people with no guns to rebel. And I feel bad because when we invaded Iraq, I thought, oh, maybe this is a good idea. And that's what I mean, I was glad because I think those people, they needed to be smacked. I'm sorry. That doesn't sound loving. That doesn't sound loving. I'm paranoid now. I'm going to Costco tomorrow and buying in bulk. I'm not a card-carrying member, but I will just give them a tip or something. I'm only 50% joking. I'm scared. I'm scared too. Yeah, I'm scared. I think we're all scared. We're all scared because the enemy is here. We've let the enemy into the country. I'm not the enemy. You can join when you go to Costco. Well, how much does it cost to be a member of Costco? I've cut down on bread and actually do feel like I've got more energy. Maybe it's not a coincidence. Bread makes you tired. It goes to every single cell in the body. Bread is not good. I've lost a bit of the thing here. I've lost a bit of the thread here. It's a worrying time, but we have each other, and that's what matters. Well, we don't really have each other, but we're here. Wherever we are, it is a bit of a worrying time. Why does Iran fire in other Muslim countries? What did they do? Well, I tell you what they did. They were nice to America, number one, and number two, they're sowing chaos. They want us to get all upset about the price of oil. Oh, please stop, America! Stop! You're making things bad, America. That's why they're bombing other countries. I eat sourdough. Sourdough is not much better. It is slightly better. It doesn't have any toxic seed oils and stuff, but it's not much better. Bread gives me bad wind. I have a hiatus hernia. Bread does give you bad wind because there's stuff that's not digestible in there, and it causes methane gas. It's a very difficult situation. It wouldn't be good for many. We're at war, but the Iranian women's football team refused to sing the national anthem. Seemed a strong statement to me. Oh my God, well, that's quite interesting. Do you think we should allow prisoners to serve on the front lines in war in exchange for knocking time off their sentence? No, because they're all bad people. I don't know. If they're fighting for Britain, if they're not fighting for Britain, I don't know. What do you think about that, Rusty Brown? I saw the movie. What was the movie? The Dirty Dozen. Bread has human hair in it. White bread. Saw it on a TV show. I don't want to know about that. You don't have to tell us that. If you were suddenly no public transport taxis, ask yourself, how would I feed myself? Yeah, that's a good question. How would you feed yourself? I don't want it to be back to COVID times again. I don't want it to. I'm not going to, because it's so stupid, the COVID worrying that happened. People here think that, I don't know, Iran fired on the surrounding countries because their military leadership was decimated. Then the lower ranks just entered doomsday coordinates. But what is that? Why did they enter the doomsday coordinates? Why would they want a doomsday coordinates? And what makes that bombing Dubai? I guess they were fed up with Dubai, Dubai being so rich and successful, and then right across the river there, right across the water. I saw a video of an American soldier saying he can't be deployed to Iran because he'd be a liability in a country full of caramel-colored women. What does that mean? He'd be a liability. Well, we don't know if that's real, and it could also be a joke. And what does it really mean? He's just saying that the women there are so beautiful. He's making a joke, perhaps. Lucy. Laughing my ass off, says Chartel. Lewis. You don't want to hear about hair and bread. However, I have to listen about teeth. Hello? Hello? Not fair. Maybe it isn't fair, but why do I, you don't want to know about that stuff. You don't want to know. My tooth is wobbly. That happens to normal people. And the fact is, if it is true, if it can be fixed, I'll get it fixed. If it's not fixable, then I'll get it pulled, or I'll wait for it to come out. If we get civil unrest, there may well be enforced lockdowns. Maybe. They want lockdowns. The left want 15-minute cities. They want lockdown. Hairs can get singed of your arms when you take the bakery stuff out of the oven. I worked in the bakery in Sainsbury's. I got burn scars. Yeah. But it's not the same thing as obviously, and you know what? Hair is not that dirty, really. Not like you think it is. It's just hair. Whatever. And there's skin everywhere, basically. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to implement another lock. Of course they want to. They want total control. That's what the commies want. They want total control. Yeah, work is horrible. And they said in East Germany, the good thing about East Germany was 97% of the women were working compared to only 48% of East Germans, something ridiculous like that. And why is that a good thing? We're forcing women to work because our economy is so collapsed. It has nothing to do with who Iran bombed, so much as to show their power to their neighbor. These coordinates were already programmed in, and they wanted chaos, says Calliope. Yeah, interesting. They wanted chaos. They want to show that there's somebody. That there's somebody. I hope America, I don't know how, maybe America should stop for a day and then continue. Hair germs aren't good when inside the body. What are hair? First of all, we don't believe in hair, Scott. My local McDonald's restaurant was done for human feces in the root beer. But did anybody die from that? That's the problem, Lewis. Does Lewis like hairy women? I'm not a yes. No, yes, I like women, period. Well, what do you mean by hairy? Where hairy? What do you mean by hairy? Anyway, so everybody, let's just I'm going to thank everybody who's been here today, and then we're going to have a competition for how many people watched the stream. At 20, Lucy Van Pelt. So thank you, Lucy, for being here. Calliope also. Thank you, Calliope, for being here. And she's at 19. 18 is Army of M. Hello, Army. Thank you for being here. That's the lady contingent. And then Ron Smith comes in there, and at 17, 16 is Vestanor. Beautiful. There's Chartel. Is at 15. And Janet is at 14. Daz is at 13. Daz and Army. And Ron, put your picture on your little round circle there. So I can see it. Vatanai is at 12. Rusty Brown is at 11. Put a face picture, but a donut is okay too. There's Claire at 10. Paul Yoward is at 9. Maltese Phil is at 8. Alex is at 7. I See You is at 6. Beautiful I See You. Hi-Ho Kermit's at 5. Keith Bexley's at 4. Put your face in there, Keith. Darklands is at 3. And the top two are Ruben is number 2. And number 3 is Scott Elite Elixir. Thank you for being number 1. Thank you for being number 1. And now let's go over here and let's see. And everybody, can we like the stream? Can we like the stream? Most of you haven't liked it. Is that too hard to ask? Stop what you're doing right now. Don't write anything. And just go over and press the thumbs up. Where is the thumbs up? Press the thumbs up. Okay. And now we'll go over to the analytics and we'll see how many people are watching the stream. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's see what the top number has been. Okay. Yes. Okay. Very interesting. And the winner is, are you all writing it down? You writing down the answer? Kermit has given me the answer, but I want to give you guys a chance to write down what you think the answer is. Chartel says 35. Calliope says 33. Ruben says 40. John Van Dam was here. I didn't even see you. Good to see you. Was here. And the winner is Darklands at 37. Why are you so sure, Darklands? But you are sure, and you are the winner. The winner is Darklands. Really good winner. Good winner. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know, while you're still here, you've listened to most of the stream. You could send the stream a cup of coffee and make it worthwhile. Make it worthwhile because it's our own little private little club of people. Lucy came close, 39, no, 33. Elite Elixir. You got to jump in there, Lucy. You got to jump in. And then, oh my God, 229 people listen to this show. 229 people. That's so amazing. Yeah, go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer. 231 people listen to the first business of this show. That's amazing. That is amazing. Okay? That is amazing. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Okay? So I'll see you tonight at 10:30. Are you going to be up? Are you going to be up tonight at 10:30? I'd like to speak to you tonight at 10:30. I'd like to work on my Twitter thing to make sure it's understandable. To me, at least. Maybe my son can help me check it out. I'm going to call the dentist tomorrow. And if I ever go to Farm Foods, I'm going to get some ribeye steaks. Frozen ribeye steaks. Why not? Why not? I'm going to tell you that I'm really happy with you as an audience. You've been excellent as an audience. Or not even an audience. I don't think you've been my audience as a group. As a stream, as people who are listeners and participants. Calliope says ciao. Darkland says I'll see you all later. I'll be at 10:30. Lucy waves. Yeah, you were behind. You could have won. You could have won. You got to get in there. You know what happens the last 5 minutes of the show. I'm going to keep the stream on, and you guys can write if I've forgotten anybody's names. Did it hit 48? I don't think it hit 48. I don't see it hitting 38. So, but that's close. That's close. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you again. Thank you, Chartel, for being here. Thank you, Vestanor, for being here. Thank you very much. I love you.